At last, the long-awaited Rogue Demon update has finally arrived, and with it is Beast Breathing, as well as a free release of the Nezuko BDA art. There's also some balancing changes to Arrow, and a small nerf to a move that was absolutely ridiculous, as well as some nice quality of life changes that don't impact the game that much, but are always nice to have. So, let's get straight into the video. The main star of this update is definitely Beast Breathing, which many players have wanted for a while. The first move of Beast was released, and is called Devour, doing low damage with a pretty janky hitbox. It's a dash that slashes forward and ragdolls anyone hit, which can sometimes start a combo. If you're around for when Sun Breathing had the old version of Dance, it's basically a reskin of that with force damage. Devour isn't the best move, and Beast Breathing is definitely really weak on its own, unlike some other stuff like Sickles, which is overpowered from the very first move. However, this is only a single move, so there's definitely a lot that has yet to be done. And once Beast Breathing receives the rest of its moves, it'll probably be a lot stronger. So, let's move on. The second star of this update is a Nezuko BDA art, which has finally been fully released to the public. It's got all 4 of its moves, and from first impressions, it's absolutely ridiculous. A good combo starter, some of the best combos in the game, and an ult with damage that rivals Rengoku. It's insanity. However, there was one small nerf to Bloody Kick, bringing the damage down from 30 to 20, which is a nerf that I fully expected, considering 30 damage is the exact same as Annihilation type. Also, that move is a combo extender on walls, so I really wouldn't be calling it fully balanced yet either. However, Nezuko will probably get fine-tuned in the future, so it's fine as it is for now, and I really don't have too many complaints. The sound on Nezuko's ultimate was reduced as well, which is nice since you could hear it from anywhere on the map before. You still can in a way, but Ahmed recognizing the issue is better than him just ignoring it, so it's progress. On to the third big change. For the third major update, Ahmed added anti-teaming. Yes, you heard that right. He actually added an anti-teaming system. The way it works is that players can only be stunned by a single player at once. I'll be honest here though, this is useless. I fought some teamers right as I went into the update, and though I won the fight, I never really noticed the anti-teaming mechanic ever kick in. Maybe it's just because I didn't get hit much, but it didn't do anything for the most part. However, the fact that Ahmed is actually taking steps to address teaming is a good sign, so we can't be too harsh on him. Anti-teaming will probably get a rework later on, so let's cross our fingers and hope for another system. On to the final updates. For the final nerfs in the game, Arrow got a pretty big nerf to its moveset. Arrow Ladder's cooldown was increased from 10 to 12, and Arrow Explode's cooldown was increased from 30 to 55. In my opinion, these nerfs are perfect. Arrow Ladder having a cooldown that isn't quite as high as the other range combo starters, but still high enough to avoid it being ridiculous, is great. Also, Arrow Explode definitely had too low of a cooldown for how good of a move it was, so this works for me as well. Some people will think of it as an overstep, but I feel this is perfect, and I wouldn't want any more or less from this update. Good job, Ahmed, you have my thanks. For the final thing that was changed, Hinokami's visual effects were fixed on the last slash, which is really just a minor bug fix. Before, it didn't show up, so it's nice that Ahmed fixed this. Alright, so with all that being said, those are all of the changes that were made in Ahmed's update to the game. Overall, I'd 100% consider this a net positive update. There weren't any objectively bad changes that were made, and though some people might disagree on Arrow being nerfed, it was pretty deserved in my opinion. Also, the nerf to Bloody Kick was unanimous, and I can't think of a single person who didn't want this nerf. Beast Breathing being released is cool, and though it's a little crappy right now, it'll probably get buffed. Also, anti-teaming is interesting, despite the fact that it changes practically nothing. Overall, Ahmed did a really good job with this update, playing it safe like he usually does, and didn't make any bad changes to the game. Though this update was pretty small, it addressed some of the issues that the community wanted fixed, so he has my congratulations. Anyways, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe as it helps out a lot, and lets you be notified of other Rogue Demon updates. As always, I'm Noob Eternally, and I'll see you next time in another video. Thanks for watching, and bye!